All right. Welcome back again to Brown Neck Reviews, and I am that guy from Brown Neck Reviews. And today I am going to transform this 5.56 223 rifle, empty. All right, nothing in the chamber. Into a 22 LR. All right, so let's do that right now. Let's do a little bit of magic. Okay. All right, hocus pocus, abracadabra. Cease, boom, ba, whatever. My magical incantation spells. And here we go. Here we go. All right. All right. Here we go. Okay. Oh. And magical fairy dust. There you go. Now it's a 22 LR long rifle AR. All right. Chamber's empty and nothing there. All right. So, why would I do that? Why would I transform a perfectly good 5.56 into a 22 LR? Well, a couple reasons. First of all, because it was easy to do, and the 22 LR round is probably, I think, in my opinion, probably the most versatile round that you can get. Okay, I did a video on another 22 LR pistol. This is it right here. Okay, nothing in the chamber. All right, and I wanted to build an upper, a dedicated upper for my 5.56. Okay, and now why would I do that? So, a couple reasons. One of them is that 22 LR is super cheap. All right, a lot cheaper than 5.56 or even 223. You could get it for about, I think right now, 7 cents a round, which is a shame because you used to be able to get them for about 3 cents a round. But that's okay. I digress. All right. So the other thing is that 22 LR has very little recoil. All right. So if I'm introducing new shooters to shooting, I don't want something that's going to scare them away on the first day. And I'll use this specific rifle for introducing them to that. Okay. And why a dedicated upper for 5.56? Well, the manual of arms are all the same. You have the same charging of the bolt, same trigger group, same bolt release. Well, once you get the Catch 22 bolt release thing for this, it'll actually lock back just like a real AR, and your fire select is also the same. Okay, so if you're training and you need something to train with where you're trying to develop muscle memory, especially if you've never shot before, you can do that. Okay, this will allow you to do that more cost effectively than you would with a 5.56. All right, and then you could have all your cool tactical attachments on there, your tactical airsoft optic and your tactical $30 flashlight that you got on Amazon, so it looks like a $300 Surefire, all that stuff on there, and not worry about breaking anything. Basically, recoil on a 22 LR is very low, and I would argue even lower than some of my gas blowback airsoft guns. All right, so it makes it perfect to introduce shooting to people that have never shot before or have very little experience. So now you can train with that without people getting scared, and then they can get used to that. And then as they do that, then they can get a, you can have them build out 22 LR, full 22 LR rifle with a 5.56 lower, and then as they increase in their skills and want to get something more, then all they have to do is build up a 5.56 upper and pop it on there with just the 2 pins. All right. So that's basically, in a nutshell, why I love this round and this rifle. Okay, so everything basically looks the same. All right. I'm using a rail, although this is a clone Daniel Defense RIS 2 rail, and I'm actually using a 5.56 upper receiver for my 22 LR bolt and barrel. All right, I got those as a kit, the barrel and the bolt itself. And if you look on YouTube, you can see all over the place, or even on Rumble, how to assemble an upper, a 22 LR dedicated upper using a 22 LR barrel and bolt. All right, so let's look at it for a little bit. Let's look at this upper and see what I got going on here. All right. Okay. So let me take this apart real quick. Can't show that on YouTube because otherwise you're gonna get their panties in a bunch and ban me. All right. So here's the components, stripped down. This is the actual 22 LR bolt. All right, and you'll see it's one piece. It's got your recoil spring already built, and this is basically a clone of the CMMG system. All right. Okay, now this one was bought from Grid Defense, and I buy all this stuff with my own money because, that's how you buy stuff, with money. So that's the bolt right there, and I'm using my original charging handle from an AR, and the barrel itself is installed in here using your standard AR barrel nut that came with the handguard that you're going to use. So all this stuff up here is still, 5.56 AR compatible. All right, your receiver and your handguard. Only the barrel in here is a dedicated 22 LR barrel. So some of you will be saying, "Hey, why didn't you just get the conversion kit? Where you use this thing, and the conversion kit will have a little extension on here to push in your 22 LR round into a 5.56 barrel." All right. Well, one thing is conversion kits. They're great if you just want to shoot, but if you need something that'll be more accurate, that you can actually use for hunting or something, I would probably go with a dedicated upper. And the reason for that is a 5.56 barrel will have a different twist rate. All right, anywhere from 1.7 to 1.9, and so your ballistics on the 22 LR will not be as favorable than if you would have used a dedicated 22 LR barrel, which uses usually a twist rate of 1 in 16. Okay, so you can watch a bunch of videos online about that, where people compared the conversion kits to the dedicated uppers, and you'll see that the dedicated uppers will have a probably little bit more significant accuracy than you would from a conversion bolt. All right, but if you do have a conversion bolt, don't fear, because you can actually get a 22 LR barrel and then change out some pieces on the bolt in order to use it with a dedicated 22 LR barrel. All right, so that is all that I have, okay, for now on this. And with that, have fun with your 22 LR, and if you do decide to go this route, I think it's a smart route. Again, if you've never shot before and you want something like an AR, it might be a good idea to just build up a 22 LR, and then with a 5.56 lower, because all the pieces in the trigger group are still the same, and they are compatible with this. Now, if you're using a standard mil-spec trigger group in there, you may have to change out the hammer spring to a lighter one, but it's not that much. It's like $5-10, for a hammer spring. Okay. And also, building one up yourself will basically, you'll learn how the system works, and from there, gain a better understanding of your own firearm. All right. Now, with that, God bless you. God bless America, and God bless the troops. Amen.